Every Springbok jersey tells a story, but only a select few players ever wear it long enough to leave a legacy. In this video, we're taking you position by position through the most capped South African players in history. From the granite in the front row to the brilliance at the back. These aren't just stats, they're stories of resilience, dominance, and sheer Bok pride. Whether it's the bruisers in the engine room or the game breakers out wide, each player featured here redefined their role in green and gold. And to round it off, we spotlight the most capped Springbok head coach of all time. Let's decode the legends, one position at a time. Number 1. The immovable beast at loosehead. When you think of a loosehead prop who embodied South African grit and longevity, you immediately land on Tendai beast Mtawarira. With 117 test caps for the Springboks, the most of any prop in South African history, he towers not just in stature, but in legacy. Mtawarira made his debut in 2008 against Wales and quickly became the backbone of the Bok front row. Over more than a decade, he scrummaged against legends, carried through defenders, and earned respect on both sides of the ball. His durability is staggering. To maintain top-level form as a prop across multiple World Cups is no small feat. But his story is more than just brute strength. Born in Harare, Zimbabwe, Mtawarira earned citizenship and became part of the heart and soul of South African rugby. And when he lifted the Webb Ellis Trophy alongside his teammates in 2019, he retired on the highest note possible. Few players have matched his impact in the number 1 jersey, and no one has worn it more often for the Springboks. Number 2. The heart of the Bok hooker. If you want a player who wore the number 2 jersey for South Africa more times than anyone else, look no further than John William Smit. Over his international career, he earned 111 caps, making him South Africa's most capped hooker. Smit made his Springbok debut in mid-2000, coming off the bench against Canada. He was a cornerstone in the Bok front row for over a decade. Yes, he played 13 tests as a prop here and there, but it was at hooker where he made history and built his legend. More than just a scrummager, Smit led from the front. He was captain when South Africa won the 2007 Rugby World Cup, and during his time at the top, he became known for his work rate, leadership under pressure, sound set piece work, and ability to anchor the forward pack. What truly sets him apart is consistency. To remain first choice as hooker over so many seasons, in so many high-stakes matches, while younger rivals hovered at his shoulder. Few in Bok history have matched that staying power. Few players have shaped the number 2 shirt quite like John Smit, a man whose legacy continues to cast a long shadow over Springbok rugby. Number 3. The Rock at tighthead prop. If loosehead has beast, then tighthead has Jannie du Plessis, a player whose consistency and strength made the toughest scrums look manageable. He earned 70 test caps for South Africa between 2007 and 2015, the most anyone has at tighthead prop. Born in Bethlehem, Free State, Jannie first appeared for the Springboks in July 2007 versus Australia in Sydney. Over his 8 to 9 years, he stood firm in a demanding position, anchoring the scrum, absorbing pressure, and delivering in the collisions. He played in 3 Rugby World Cups, 2007, 2011, 2015, bringing not just brute force, but also poise and technique under fire. What makes him stand out isn't just the number of caps, but his ability to remain among the Bok tightheads, an era when opponents tested him with massive scrummaging machines from New Zealand, England, France. His durability, fitness, scrummaging skill, and intelligence earned coaches' trust. Few tightheads in Bok history have been so reliable. Jannie du Plessis, a cornerstone of South Africa's forward engine. Number 4, the record holder lock. When you think of the Springbok second row over the past decade, Eben Etzebeth stands head and shoulders above most. As of his 128th test match, played in late September 2024 against Argentina, he became South Africa's most capped player of all time. Etzebeth made his Springbok debut in 2012, stepping into the shoes of giants like Bakkies Botha and Victor Matfield, and built a career defined by physicality, aerial dominance, and unrelenting work rate. Over more than a decade, he's rarely missed a match, and whether attacking the lineouts or absorbing collision after collision in tight play, he has rarely flinched. His impact is both measurable and emotional. 2 Rugby World Cup victories, 2019 and 2023, leadership in defence, and an ability to inspire the pack when everything's on the line. Etzebeth doesn't just hold the record, he redefines what it means to play lock for South Africa. Few have been as fearsome, as dependable, or as revered in green and gold. Number 5. The line-out legend at lock. When you talk about locks who played the number 5 shirt with supreme technique and unmatched intelligence, Victor Matfield is the name that tops the list. He earned 127 test caps for South Africa from 2001 to 2015, making him the most capped second rower in Bok history. Matfield made his Springbok debut on the 30th of June 2001 against Italy in Port Elizabeth. Over the years, his calm presence in the line-out, ability to read opposition and superb timing made him a cornerstone of the Bok engine room. He wasn't just a physical specimen, though at 117 kilograms and with a towering frame he was that too, but a thinker on the field, knowing when to contest jumpers, when to steal, when to support. His career was punctuated by major highs: the 2007 Rugby World Cup final, multiple Super Rugby titles with the Bulls, and a return from retirement to make the 2015 World Cup squad. He closed his Test career in England after 2015, finally hanging up his boots as one of the greatest locks ever. Few players have combined longevity, leadership, set-piece mastery, and quiet dominance like Matfield in the number 5 role. Number 6, the blindside flanker who could do it all. And if you want a blindside flanker who combined grace and power, Juan Hugo Smith is your man. Over his Springbok career, he earned 70 test caps between 2003 and 2014. The most for a South African strictly at blindside flanker. Smith made his debut for South Africa in 2003 in a test against Scotland and soon impressed with an unusual blend. His height and size gave him line-out reach, his mobility let him cover ground like a centre, and he hit hard in defence. He was a crucial component of the 2007 World Cup side, the 2009 Tri-Nations winners, and featured in Springbok campaigns that demanded physicality without sacrificing skill. What sets Juan Smith apart is his versatility. Though mostly a blindside, he also played number 8, brought an attacking threat in breaks, and often turned the tide in tight moments. Injuries truncated parts of his later years, but when fit, Smith was near unstoppable. Few flankers in Bok history have matched his total of 70 caps at number 6, blindside, combining size, speed, and rugby IQ. Number 7, the relentless open-side flanker. For Springbok forwards, there's no position more demanding than open-side flanker, covering every blade of grass, hunting breakdowns, making tons of tackles. And where few have done it as well, Schalk Willem Petrus Burger Jr. is up there among the greats. He collected 86 test caps for South Africa between 2003 and 2015. Burger made his Springbok debut in the 2003 Rugby World Cup versus Georgia, and very early showed his appetite for contest, agility, and sheer will. Over the years, whether he was starting at number 7, the traditional open side, or shifting to blindside, or even number 8 in some tests, his heart was always in the work: turnovers, defensive pressure, support play. Perhaps what defines him most is resilience, recovering from serious neck injuries, illness, bacterial meningitis, and still returning to top form. He won 2 SA Rugby Player of the Year awards, 2004-2011, was IRB Player of the Year in 2004, and played in multiple World Cups, including being part of the famous 2007 title. In a role where many burn out early under physical and mental strain, few sustained as high a level of intensity for so long. Schalk Burger set a benchmark for what a Bok flanker could be. Number 8, the powerhouse. When it comes to the number 8 jersey, one name stands tall for South Africa: Duane Vermeulen. With 86 test caps earned since his debut in 2012, Vermeulen is the most capped Springbok number 8 in history. Vermeulen's rise was built on raw power and intelligence. Born in Port Elizabeth, he quickly made his mark with an aggressive ball-carrying style and tireless defence. His ability to dominate breakdowns, deliver crucial tackles, and control the base of the scrum made him indispensable to multiple Bok coaches. He played key roles in South Africa's 2019 Rugby World Cup win and the 2023 campaign, often setting the physical tone in tight encounters. Beyond brute strength, Vermeulen's leadership and calm under pressure helped guide younger players through high-stakes matches. Few number 8s have combined such relentless power with tactical acumen. Dwayne Vermeulen remains a defining figure at the back of the Springbok pack, embodying strength and smart rugby in equal measure. Number 9. The mastermind, scrum half. Few Springbok scrum halves have had the impact and longevity of Fourie du Preez. With 76 test caps from 2004 to 2015, he stands as South Africa's most capped player at scrum half. Du Preez debuted against New Zealand in 2004, quickly gaining recognition for his sharp game management, pinpoint passing, and exceptional kicking game. He wasn't just a distributor, he was a tactical general who could control the tempo of a match. His ability to read the game, anticipate plays, and link forwards and backs seamlessly made him indispensable. His trademark box kicks often turned defence into attack, and his calm under pressure was crucial in high-stakes games, including the 2007 Rugby World Cup victory. Off the field, Du Preez's professionalism and rugby intelligence inspired a generation. He remained a reliable first-choice scrum half for over a decade, guiding South Africa's backline with precision and flair. Few have commanded the number 9 jersey with such authority and consistency. Number 10. The reliable fly half. When discussing South African rugby greats at fly half, Percy Montgomery stands out, not just for his skill but for his adaptability. Montgomery earned 102 test caps for South Africa between 1999 and 2011, the majority of which he played at fullback, 15, but he also took the fly half jersey on numerous occasions, earning 26 caps at 10. Montgomery's first test came against Italy in 1999, and he quickly became known for his reliable boot, solid defence, and calm game management. While fullback was his primary position, his ability to slot into fly half when required added invaluable flexibility to the Springbok backline. Montgomery's career highlights include the 2007 Rugby World Cup victory, where his experience and composure under pressure helped steady the team in key moments. His accuracy with goal kicking was often the difference in tight contests, and his longevity at the highest level is a testament to his professionalism. He remains one of South Africa's most dependable and versatile backs, capable of influencing games from multiple key positions. Number 11. The lightning left wing. When it comes to sheer pace, try telling the story of South African rugby without mentioning Bryan Habana. With 124 test caps from 2004 to 2016, Habana is South Africa's most capped winger and one of the fastest players to ever wear the green and gold. Habana's debut came against Wales in 2004, and from the start, his explosive speed and finishing ability made him a nightmare for defenders. His 67 international tries place him as South Africa's all-time leading try scorer. He was instrumental in South Africa's 2007 Rugby World Cup triumph, scoring 8 tries in the tournament, including a memorable 4-try haul against Samoa. Habana combined his speed with solid defence and smart positioning, making him a complete winger, not just a speedster. Beyond tries and speed, Habana's professionalism and work ethic earned him respect off the field, while on the pitch his ability to change games in an instant made him one of the finest wings in rugby history. Number 12. The Centurion inside centre. When it comes to inside centre, Jean de Villiers is in a league of his own. With 109 test caps for South Africa between 2002 and 2015, and 92 of those starts at number 12, he stands as the most capped Springbok inside centre of all time. De Villiers debuted in 2002 against France and quickly became known for his combination of physical strength, tactical intelligence, and attacking flair. He had an uncanny ability to intercept passes and break defensive lines, often changing the momentum of matches in an instant. As a leader, he captained the Springboks in 37 tests, bringing calm authority and tactical clarity to the backline. Even after multiple career-threatening injuries, including a major knee dislocation in 2014, he kept returning to the top level with the same uncompromising standard. De Villiers wasn't just consistent, he was elite. Whether it was setting up the outside backs or shutting down opposition attacks, he defined the role of the modern Bok inside centre. Number 13. the dynamic outside centre. When it comes to Springbok outside centres, few have blended pace, power and skill as seamlessly as Jacques Fourie. Between 2004 and 2015, he earned 68 test caps, becoming one of South Africa's most trusted number 13. Fourie made his debut in 2004 against Ireland and quickly became known for his explosive running and robust defence. His ability to break tackles and create space for his teammates made him a constant threat in attack, while his positional awareness allowed him to shut down opposition attacks with confidence. A key moment in Fourie's career came during the 2007 Rugby World Cup, where his sharp lines and crucial tackles helped South Africa secure the title. He was equally influential in the 2011 and 2015 World Cups, consistently providing solid performances against the world's best. Known for his versatility, Fourie could adapt to various midfield roles, combining aggression with flair. His commitment and physicality earned him respect from teammates and opponents alike, making him a cornerstone of the Springbok backline throughout his career. Number 14. The complete right wing. When it comes to consistency, physicality and big match temperament on the right wing, JP Pietersen was the complete package. Earning 70 test caps for South Africa between 2006 and 2016, Pietersen was the Springboks' most capped player in the number 14 jersey and a stalwart of their backline for over a decade. Pietersen made his debut at just 19, but his maturity on the field belied his age. He brought a rare blend of speed, strength and sharp defensive awareness. His try-saving tackles were as valuable as the 24 tries he scored in Test rugby, including several at the 2007 and 2015 Rugby World Cups. In 2007, he started every knockout match and was pivotal in securing South Africa's second World Cup title. Pietersen wasn't just a finisher, he had an excellent rugby brain, often roaming off his wing to inject himself into attacking plays or to shut down opposition threats. Reliable, intelligent and battle-tested, JP Pietersen gave South Africa a powerful presence out wide and made the number 14 jersey his own for a full decade. Number 15. The versatile fullback. When it comes to the South African fullback jersey, Willie le Roux stands out as one of the most dynamic and versatile players in recent history. Since making his debut in 2013, he has earned 70 test caps, primarily at fullback but also filling roles at wing and fly half when needed. Le Roux's attacking flair and speed make him a constant danger, countering kicks or joining the line in attack. His exceptional vision and kicking game enable him to control territory effectively, while his ability to read the game positions him well in defence. His calm under pressure and adaptability have been vital assets for the Springboks across multiple campaigns, including the 2019 Rugby World Cup win. Though he has played other backline roles, the majority of his caps, roughly 60, are at fullback, making him South Africa's most capped player in that position. Le Roux's skill set, combined with his experience and rugby intelligence, make him an invaluable player who consistently influences matches at the highest level, leading the Springboks to success. The head coach. In the professional era of South African rugby, Jake White stands out not just for his success, but for his longevity. From 2004 to 2007, White coached the Springboks in 54 test matches, the most of any head coach in South African history. He finished with an impressive win percentage of 67%, 36 wins, 17 losses, and just one draw. White took charge at a time when South African rugby was struggling for identity and form. Within a year, he had secured the Tri-Nations title in 2004, and just 3 years later, led the Boks to Rugby World Cup glory in 2007, South Africa's second global title. His tenure laid the foundation for a new generation of Springbok legends, with players like Bryan Habana, Fourie du Preez, and Victor Matfield thriving under his leadership. What set White apart was his meticulous planning, tactical pragmatism, and refusal to compromise on physicality. He built a squad that was tough, disciplined, and battle-ready, a team that would peak when it mattered most. Jake White's tenure remains a benchmark for success and consistency in the Springbok coaching ranks, a legacy defined by results, resilience, and that iconic night in Paris. From front row warriors to backline brilliance, these players didn't just earn caps, they earned their place in Springbok history. Their legacy is stitched into every jersey, every anthem, every hard-fought test. If you enjoyed this journey through South Africa's most capped players, make sure to like, subscribe and share with a fellow Bok supporter. And let us know in the comments, who's your all-time favourite Springbok in their position?